back to when I was about 15, late 90s. I live in St. Louis, and I was looking at a wrestling magazine, and I saw an ad for a wrestling school ran by Harley Race. I got on the old AOL and looked it up. It wasn't too far away. And I called the number. An old gravelly voiced man answered and was pretty straight to the point, asked how tall I was, how much I weighed, things like that. I currently am 6'8" and 300 pounds. And when I was a teenager, I was probably already about 6'3" or so by the time I was 15. He said if I was really that tall and could get to Eldon, Missouri, where his school was, he would sign me in and we could go from there. But he also informed me that I would have to drop out of school if I really took it seriously. So I got off the phone, informed my mom of this plan to drop out of school and move to Eldon, Missouri and become a pro wrestler. She informed me we would not be doing that. Kind of let the dream slip away, still a lifelong fan.
I think all of us can relate to that. Mom, I'm 15. Harley Race says I gotta drop out of school and become a pro wrestler. It's just inevitable. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. And then, of course, Mom talks some sense into you. But at the time, if it was me, I'd be crying. I'd be like, Mom, Harley Race, the Harley Race, says I have to drop out of school at 15 and move to Eldon, Missouri, one of the tiniest towns of all time. I know, I've been there. And I'm sure it was heartbreaking at the time not to be able to then have to go to school every day instead of wrestling under the tutelage of the great Harley Race while you're going through puberty. The call itself was one of the fun things of professional wrestling in terms of Harley Race, larger than life, one of the biggest wrestling legends of all time, now just runs this wrestling school, and his school's number is in this magazine, and you don't think that if you call up, he's just going to be there, but who else is going to be there? Yeah, some lackeys maybe, but sure. Harley Race is just in this tiny little school. I've been to the school while he was there. I know it was tiny. It's not some luxurious Titan Towers with secretaries and assistants. It's just Harley and some wrestlers, and he's just going to pick up, and then all of a sudden, you're talking to the legendary Harley Race. The main part of this call is, of course, Harley Race encouraging people to drop out of school. It doesn't get any better than that. It's not good. But for the sake of a story, lure, legend, it's amazing. And bless Harley Race for not only thinking about it, but encouraging it, just so he can, I'm assuming, get some money for his wrestling school, but maybe B, find himself a protege who at 15 years old was, 6'4"? Just a big old boy. You could have been the next thing, bud. You could have been the next Vader. Maybe in another lifetime. Hey, thanks for watching. That call was part of a whole podcast called Wrestling Anonymous. Listen to the whole thing weekly. Wherever you listen to your podcasts, go subscribe. And while you're at it, subscribe right here on YouTube to Colt Cabana's channel. Thank you.